This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
The thing I like about social media is that trading can be quite lonely. Being able to communicate with people all around the world who are going through the same highs and lows as you, going through the same challenges and have the same hopes and dreams. I really enjoy it. Anyway, good morning guys. It is Tuesday the 24th of September. I'm looking for longs again on GBPUSD. It's in a nice trend at the moment. So hopefully intraday there'll be a nice follow-up to that. There's no news which should affect GBP today. There's nothing around the New York Open, which if there is, normally the London session and pre-New York can be a little bit flat in expectation of that news release. And I only trade till about 1-2 o'clock anyway, so that's normally messing up my day. These kind of days are where there's no news are my best trading days because price kind of moves a little bit more freely. It actually reacts to levels and it kind of follows up with momentum. So hopefully I can get something nice today. I'm going to do a little time lapse like in my last video, which if you haven't seen, I'll put in the link in the description below. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit more interesting and I can actually get a trade. I can show you my process. But if not, you know, I'll end up jumping on the simulator again, which is part of my daily routine, just to make sure that I get a win every single day. But yeah, yesterday I didn't get anything on the markets. Price moved quite nicely. It was trending, it was ripping, and my rules didn't allow me to get in. So stayed out, jumped on the simulator in the evening. I've found in those moments where if your rules don't allow you to get in, even if price is on a rip, and even if it's like painfully obvious that price is just going to continue, I found that on the days where you don't get rewarded for jumping into those types of trades, because yesterday I probably could have jumped in and got a win, but I might have that mentality where the next time it does that and I think really cocksure, oh, it's going to do this 100%. My rules don't allow me to get in, or I could bend the rules a little bit and I could take a loss. It could lead to revenge trading because I haven't followed the process and I get kind of a bit pissed off with myself. It could lead to just going out of control basically and putting me on tilt, which could lead to a really bad day, a really bad week, and in some cases a really bad month as a result of just that one day. So I found it's always best to stick to your rules, even if call a move perfectly, but you can't get in. You're always going to miss opportunities. I've found that you just kind of have to accept it. You could miss opportunities overnight while you're sleeping. You can miss opportunities on markets you don't even look at. So it's just part of the game. I trust my edge to provide. So hopefully that is today. Hopefully I'll be able to show you a nice trade. Feeling a little bit low energy because I didn't sleep too great last night. I haven't been sleeping great a lot recently because of the baby, but I'm feeling sharp in my processes. I'm mindful of my mood. It shouldn't affect me today because I'm pretty patient at the moment. I had a really bad week the other week, which I'm kind of making up for. And that week was made bad because of impatience and just kind of the general chaos of having a baby. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll do a little time lapse like in my last vlog, as I said, and hopefully it'll be more interesting than that one. And then whatever happens, I will review it afterwards. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Cool. Hit that. Nice. That's 2.7R. Down 0.4R in drawdown for that trade. So pretty good one. Happy with that. Even if it just continues to rip up now, I'm happy with this on the day. At the end of the day, or rather I should say at the end of the week, if I end up 4R for the week, even if I end up just 2.7R for the week, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever the case is, I'm not gonna sit here thinking like, oh, I could have squeezed more out of that trade. You're always gonna leave some profit on the table. And those weeks where I end up getting like 5, 6R, I don't think back and go, oh, Tuesday I could have got another like 0.5R, 1.5R out of that trade. I just look at the stats and think to myself, okay, I'm happy with that result, and it all adds up basically. So in the same way that you miss opportunities, you're always going to leave profit on the table. Now with that, my trading day is done. I'm going to journal that this evening and going to head out. We're looking at finalizing a kitchen design today. Happy with this all being done before midday. Even if this does rip up, I've made up for the losses from the other week now, just by being patient, and I've done that in 2 trades. 2R last week and 2.7R now today. I was actually down 4.2R. So yeah, it's nice to be able to do that because now I should be able to finish the month green. And it allows me just to chill out a little bit for the rest of the week on that regard. But yeah, any questions for that, let me know in the comments below. But I'm probably done filming for today. It's gotta be done. Oh man, why am I here? Why am I not at the beach? What's up guys? It is Thursday night. I thought I'd just pick up the camera. I've just finished editing a video for tomorrow to release. I'm being kind of quiet because the missus and the baby are upstairs sleeping. But I'm just, if you can see over my shoulder, getting that ready. It's consumed most of my week, to be honest. The past few days recording it and doing all the editing. I'm really enjoying the process of doing this. I'm really enjoying creating content. It's becoming a little bit overwhelming at the moment with obviously having the baby and trying to get this stuff out and edited on a pretty consistent basis. I want to do 2 videos a week. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'd like to do something educational and then something a little bit like this, week in the lifestyle type thing. Although this week, nothing much has been happening. Nothing much happens in most of my weeks, to be quite honest. Just sitting here at the computer most of the time, getting to the gym, going for walks, that kind of stuff. Spending time with the family. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm really appreciative of all the support so far, and I get a lot of nice messages from people on Twitter as well. It's an interesting process doing this public. Everything I've done previously, especially with my trading, has always been private, and there's a benefit to that. Obviously there's less pressure, but it's quite interesting doing this process in front of people. And I spend most of my time at the moment thinking about how I can improve my content, how I can improve myself in front of the camera, what type of things to film, what type of things not to film, camera angles and all of that. So I don't feel like I'm doing my best work at the moment. I feel like I don't have a huge amount of time for this. It wasn't the best timing really to start this channel as soon as I had a baby, but leading up to the birth was just chaos anyway, so is what it is. I'm adjusting. I'm not happy with the content I've made so far. I feel like where I see this channel going in my head, it hasn't quite gone that way just yet, but it will in the future. And that's the thing about processes, is that even if you have a vision for where you want to be, it doesn't mean that you're going to get there tomorrow. It is a lengthy process. It takes longer than you think even in taking into consideration that it is going to take longer than you think, you just cannot put a time frame on it. It will just happen when it happens. That will be anything in life, whether you're going to the gym and trying to get the body that you want, or if you're trying to become a profitable trader, or if you're trying to do a YouTube channel like me. It just has to be constant, consistent amount of reps. And you look at each previous rep and think, how can you improve that? What didn't you like about it? What did you like about it? What did you do right, more importantly? And what did you do wrong, so that next time you can do an improvement on the previous efforts? So that's kind of how I feel with this channel. I'm enjoying it, but I'm a bit frustrated at the same time, thinking I could do better. I don't feel like my thoughts come out as coherently as I'd like. I don't feel like I can, not yet anyway, express myself in a way that I'm happy with when I go to the editing process. It feels like there's a lot of junk in my head and I don't put it out there in the correct way. I forget things that I want to say, I jumble my words and all of that, but like I said, it is part of the process. So I hope that if you're watching this, you can get some sort of inspiration to take a leap to do something that you've been putting off for a while. It could be anything. It could be a class that you're looking to get into to do with fitness. It could be anything to do with a hobby that you're interested in. Sometimes you just got to take the plunge. And I didn't even know about putting this on camera, but I'm trying to get content for the week, in a week where basically I had a nice trade on Monday, nothing on Tuesday. Yesterday, I actually spent filming a video for supply and demand trading, which I'm going to put out tomorrow. Today, we had to go to the hospital for a physio appointment for my missus, just a postnatal thing to check up on her body. And I spent most of today editing. I missed a trade on forex because I was editing, but I woke up kind of low energy today, a bit of a headache. So I didn't think it was best to trade anyway, because I knew that my patience wasn't going to be that great. Although I did get into a Bitcoin trade, and I traded that on H4. I put that on my Twitter actually, so I'll put that on the screen now as well, so you can see the tweet and the entry. But that's looking quite nice. It's looking like for the rest of the year, Bitcoin may, and the rest of the crypto market may be heading back up, which is great because that's always fun times. The online crypto community is great. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to be doing more Bitcoin content, some market reviews going forward, maybe just once a week, because like I said, I want to get something educational and I want to get one of these vlogs out each week. So we'll see. I'm just managing things, just trying to make something interesting. But as a fellow YouTube enjoyer, I know that some people just enjoy people's everyday life, even if it is quite mundane, like mine. I mean, I follow this guy who's an Uber Eats delivery driver, and he just goes around London delivering people's food, and it's fascinating. There's no drama in it. There's nothing interesting other than the fact that he goes around dropping off food. So I'll just include what I want to include and what I can include, because I don't really want to just show off a lifestyle that I'm not living for the sake of content. But anyway, I'm going to shoot off to bed because it's getting quite late, and this should be out at the weekend. And then, as I said, with the process, just look to improve week by week and see how this goes. This is really nice on Bitcoin. This is H4. It's a really nice range. You've got the range low, the range high, a couple of stabs at trying to get up, and then it comes down, but it can't go any lower. It gets rejected at the lows and pushes up. This is where I went long at the close of this candle, and I'm hoping this goes up overnight and then continues to push. But this is basically exactly what I talked about in my first video. You see the trend moving up, consolidation, and now looking to break up after a couple of attempts. Very nice.